Hey guys, welcome to the Team Fit Revolution weekly call. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You guys are in for an amazing call tonight with an amazing guest speaker, and I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited that Alexa is always so willing to share everything with us. It is such a blessing to have someone like Alexa on our team. Who is just such a giver and leads by example and just truly is an amazing human. So I'm super thankful for Alexa. And I hope you are too, because she rocks. So anyways, I'm going to keep this introduction short and sweet just so that Alexa can get to the meat of the call. But I wanted to give some shout outs because there's a bunch of rank advancements on the team this week, which is so exciting to see people moving their businesses forward. So congratulations, Jessica, April, Deanna, Alyssa. I'm trying to think, is there anyone else that rank advanced this week? Type in the chat box if you did or if you know anyone on your team who did. And let's give them a shout out because it was a big week for our team, super exciting. And I just want to give you guys some love because, you know, building a business is not easy and every single milestone should be celebrated. And you should be so proud of yourselves and all the lives that you're changing. So congratulations to everyone who made big things happen this week. And April Jacobs opening her second CBC with 2-star diamond. That's a huge milestone. Something that I know I worked towards for a long time, and it's just a really exciting one. So anyways, besides that, that's pretty much, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I needed to share with you guys tonight, but I think that's pretty much it. So Alexa joined the team in December of 2013, and she started as a discount coach. She is one of my coaches that said, I want nothing to do with the business, so please don't try to get me to work this business. I'm not going to. And I of course, supported her and met her where she was, but I always knew that Alexa had everything in her to do this, and I kind of just had to support her along her journey as she fell in love with Beachbody and everything that this community and like that we have to offer in general. And yeah, here she is today, rocking her business full time. It's not always easy, but she never gives up, and she always has such a positive outlook on everything that comes her way. So I'm super excited to toss it over to my girl Alexa, and she's gonna rock your world with a simple system for success. Lex?
Yay. Thank you so much, Lauren. Oh my goodness. You guys, so like Lauren said, make sure that you have your pen and paper ready. Like Shalene Johnson says, smart people take notes, and I've got some good stuff. Really, even if you've read the book, Get Over Your Damn Self, which a lot of this was taken from, I hope that you guys are listening and really taking in this stuff because it's important. And I really feel that as a team, you guys, if we all start to implement this system and really just start to run with this, like we have the potential to make some crazy, amazing shit happen and have some crazy momentum, all of us. Remember that building your business and building your income is a team effort, right? Like when the whole team is doing well and when the whole team is kicking ass and helping a lot of people, that helps you. So remind yourself of that. Let's run together and really start to use this because honestly, like we have the potential to like seriously make some things happen, and I'm really stoked about it. Okay, so I have a little presentation for you guys I've been working on today, and I'm really excited. I'm not gonna really see the chat box, so just letting you know, I'll kind of stop and pause, or Lauren yell at me if something needs to be said or whatever. I don't know, but I won't look at the chat box because I'm probably gonna be talking too much. But yay. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about simplifying the system. I'm grabbing my book here really quick. So the system that we're talking about, like I said, was taken from the book Get Over Your Damn Self. You know, I stumbled across this book when I heard a lot of leaders talking about it in The Wall, which is a private group on Facebook for all of the 5-star diamond and above leaders in Beachbody. And a lot of these leaders were saying how amazing this book was. And so I was like, okay, you know, if all these great leaders are talking about this, then maybe we need to get on board. And I shared it with Lauren, and we are just like hitting the ground running because I really think that this can be a game changer. Okay. It is a bit different from what we've done and what we've taught in the past, but I think that this is the way to kind of break through and really just take our businesses to the next level, okay? So what we're going to be talking about tonight is breaking down the Get Over Your Damn Self system. And more specifically, we're going to be focusing on getting people on the phone. And I know that a lot of you guys are like already sweating bullets about this, but trust me, hopefully after this call, you'll feel good and positive about getting people on the phone and wanting to use this in your business. And then we're going to talk about keeping it simple and mastering the basics, because that's really what this is about, you guys. I think for too long, far too many of us have been overcomplicating this entire thing. And really, success with this is literally just learning the basics and doing them consistently and never giving up and just continuing on with them, okay? So for those of you who don't know me really briefly, I know Lauren gave you a little bit of an intro, but my name is Alexa Luckenbach, and I've been coaching since January 2014. That's really when I decided to switch from being a discount coach to being all in with my business. And ever since then, I have made it my goal to help 3+ people in my business every single month for the past 40 months consecutively in my business. So I share that with you because I think it's important to remember, you guys, that success and growth in your business starts with helping 3 people. Okay, so if you have been a coach on a team for a while, or maybe you're even a brand new coach, I want you to just remind yourself that it starts with 3 people. You've got to start getting consistent with helping 3 people a month. Not 5, not 10. It starts with 3, okay? And with this system and by implementing this, I really feel like this is going to be a piece of cake for you guys if you just take action on it, okay? I'm ready, as is Lauren, to really help all of you guys build a solid base of customers and coaches in your business, okay? But you got to take action on this stuff and you got to implement it, okay? It's time to get over your damn self. Woo! Okay, I didn't think of that myself. Obviously, it's based on this book, but it's seriously time, you guys. It's seriously time to get over your damn self. Get over yourself, because in our profession, our job is not to get what we want. It's to help other people get what they want. And that means that you need to get out of your own way, and you need to stop letting your fear hold you back, and remind yourself that this isn't about me. This is about other people and helping them reach their goals. And when you make that your number one goal, that's when your business is going to soar and everything's going to start happening, okay? So first and foremost, like I said, if you haven't already, get this book. Get Over Your Damn Self, and you need to get this book, okay? And if you haven't gotten this book, or you have gotten this book and you are reading it, I want to make sure that you remember that you need to be implementing as you read, okay? Like we have to kick off this call because, like I said, a lot of this is based from this, but this is going to be kind of like our manual and our holy grail moving forward, you guys, okay? This is what we're plugging our new coaches into, and you need to know this system, know this book, and you need to really do this stuff if you want to be comfortable with teaching your coaches how to do it too, okay? And just so you know, I have put together a Get Over Your Damn Self study guide that is going to be available for you guys to go along with the book to help you take action and implement the stuff that you're learning. I'm still perfecting everything. It's pretty much done. I just got to do a couple little tweaks, but we will get it uploaded into our accountability group, which is the next point, that we have a accountability group called the No BS Blueprint group. And this is basically going to be an accountability group for all of you guys who are working through this book and implementing the stuff that you're learning, okay? This is going to be a really great group for all of your new coaches. So make sure that your new coaches are plugged into this. And even if you're not a new coach, maybe you're just a coach that's ready to dig in and finally start taking action in your business, this is going to be a great place for you to start, okay? But bottom line, before we get started with anything, you need to get this book and you need to start taking action on the stuff that you are reading, okay? So now let's start talking about the system. The system is really simple, and this is a system kind of broken down into a nutshell. And when I talk about the system, I mean the system of you talking to people and starting to help people get signed up and get started, whether as a coach or as a challenger, okay? And it all starts with your conversations and making sure that you are obviously starting conversations every day, okay? Your goal needs to be to build a relationship, but more specifically, you need to make sure that you are identifying people's pain points in your conversations, okay? Now, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth into what that means, but you need to find out how challenge groups or coaching can help this person have less pain in their life, okay? And that means that you need to stop talking and filling up, you know, the conversation, and stop trying to convince people of things. And you need to start opening up your ears and listening. You need to be asking questions and listening for what people are sharing with you. You need to listen because you need to start hearing their pain. I want you to know that if you're not finding that, if you're not finding those pain points with the people that you're having conversations with, that's a reflection on you, okay? Your conversations are a reflection of you and what you're putting into the conversation, okay? So if you're only having surface level conversations talking about the weather and your dog, then guess what? You're not going to find their pain points. You need to get vulnerable first. You need to open that door for them first so that they can then walk through and feel comfortable with getting vulnerable with you. You're not going to be able to find their pain points until you get vulnerable, you guys, okay? And you need that pain point, okay? You can't move forward in this system and in the conversation until you start to find out those parts of people where they're struggling in their life, okay? So you got to make sure in your conversations when you're building a relationship that you are getting vulnerable, you're sharing your own struggles, you're digging deep with people and not just having surface level conversations. Okay, so what do I mean by finding out people's pain points? Like I said, these are areas of their life that they're not happy with. And this is like all areas of their life, you guys. Okay, maybe it's their job. Maybe they're talking about how they're broke, they don't have money, or they're underpaid and overworked. Maybe they're not happy in their job, right? Like that was a huge thing for me in Zula. Like, I literally hated sitting down and typing numbers into spreadsheets all day. It made me want to claw my eyes out. Okay, so maybe they're not happy. They have no passion or purpose in their job. Maybe their job, they're working so many damn hours that they don't have time to do anything with their loved ones, or they can't take off any time for vacation or whatever, right? Their finances, right? Maybe they're broke. They can't pay to do the things that they want or need in their life. And again, this is where you need to open up your ears and listen. If people are giving you money objections, people are telling you, oh, I can't do that because I don't have money. Hello, instead of using that as an excuse to say, oh, okay, that sucks, bye, I'll talk to you later. No, yeah, be like, hello, this is why you need to be a coach. This is why you need this in your life, okay? So use people's pain points to show them why they need this. So if people are giving you money objections, that's a perfect time for you to say, okay, then why don't you turn this around? Why don't you do something about it? Because this is your opportunity now for you not just to get healthy, but earn some income on the side so that you don't have to be broke, okay? Remind people that it's 2017. I've been saying this a lot in my conversations and in my posts, but a lot of people have some sort of a side hustle these days, you guys, whether it's driving for Uber or, you know, delivering groceries like Postmates or whatever, you know, all these apps and dog walker apps and things. People are doing this stuff because their full-time jobs are not supplementing the lifestyle that they want, or they're not getting what they want out of life from their current income, okay? So why not be that person to offer this opportunity? Because they're going to find a way to make some more money somehow. So why not do it this way and kill two birds with one stone and do it while they're working on their health and fitness, right? That's how you got to lay it out for people, point blank, okay? But use their pain points, okay? Their health, obviously. If people are telling you that they're struggling with their health, that's a very big window of opportunity for you to then reach out to them about a challenge group, right? If they have health concerns or whatever. Their environment, right? Do they have shitty negative people in their life that suck? Like, do they have no support at home? Then that screams to me that they need this community. They need this environment. They need to surround themselves with people who are working to better their mindset, right? And again, that leads to the last point, their mindset, their image, their self-image, their confidence, their outlook on life. Like, are they just bitter, negative, like, people? Like, you can come in and be like, dude, you need to change, like, your attitude. Like, you need to be a part of this community. Like, I used to be super negative too. I used to walk around like I had a dark cloud following me every day because I hated my job. And that rubbed off on my conversations and my relationships, right? So because of coaching and because of our emphasis on personal development, I've changed that. You know, I don't walk around like that in a negative, pissy attitude all the time. Maybe I have my moments, but, you know, don't we all? So, you know what I mean? You just got to focus on the pain points. This is the most important part, you guys. So this is why you got to be taking a step back, stop talking so much, and ask people questions so that you're figuring this stuff out. I
have a question for you, Lex.
Yes.
And maybe you're gonna go into this right now, but like, say we're talking and I express one of these pain points to you. What do you do when you hear the pain point?
Yeah. That is something I'm going to talk about, but that's kind of when people give me the pain point, like, I have no problem like using that, like I said, as an opportunity to then invite them to, or share with them why I think that this is something that could help them. Okay. So I'll go a little bit more into that in my later slide, but I kind of then immediately will segue and focus on, kind of connecting the dots for them, showing them how, okay, you just shared this pain point with me. Now let me show you how coaching or a challenge group can relieve that pain. And so I do that in a message, and I basically point out what's in it for them. I point out, hey, you just said that you hate your job, or that you have no money to do the things you want, and you also want to start getting healthy because you have a cruise this summer or something, and you want to get healthier or whatever. Like, I don't know if this is for you or not, but I really think that, you know, being a coach could be a great fit for you, because you'd be able to work on your health and fitness while also being able to earn some income on the side by just sharing your journey and your story. What do you think? Is this something that you might be interested in? Like, that's how I kind of bridged that gap. All I did was reiterated her pain and showed her how coaching or a challenge group like can help relieve that. And so that's really what it is, you guys. And then when they say, yeah, I'm interested, because 9 out of 10 times, of course, they're going to say yeah, because you just showed them and focused on them. You didn't focus on yourself whatsoever. You focused 100% on them and how this is going to help them. Of course, they're going to want to be interested in that. That's when you can then offer up a three-way call. We're going to go more into that, but I just wanted to kind of touch specifically on what pain points to look out for, because I think sometimes maybe you overlook all of the opportunities. Look at all these opportunities for self-improvement people have, you guys. So many people are struggling with at least one of these, if not multiple. Like, seriously, I bet you everybody that you know that you haven't talked to yet on your Facebook friends list is struggling with, if not one, multiple. Okay, so you just got to make sure that you're kind of keeping your ears open and looking for this stuff. And like I said, I hope that this kind of just opens your eyes and shows you that this is not about convincing anybody of doing anything. This is simply listening to people's problems and their struggles in their life and sharing a solution with them. That's what this is about, you guys. So when you say, oh, I feel salesy, like, whatever, like, then you're not doing this. You know what I mean? This is why I never feel salesy, because I legit in my own personal life know how this community and coaching and what these programs and Shakeology have done for me. So if it's done this for me, like, I have no problem sharing that with somebody else, because I know that I can do the same thing for them, right? And it's just showing people that, hey, this is a solution that can solve your problem, okay? So now, okay, let's talk about the next point. So the first point was starting the conversations and building the relationship and finding out people's pain. So then the next part is then the invite. And what I mean by inviting is then offering up an opportunity to get on the phone with you, okay? And you do that by leading with what's in it for them and inviting them to get on the phone with either yourself or get on a three-way call with your upline, okay? So like I just talked about with Lauren just a second ago, once you find their pain, you've got to connect those dots for them and show them how being in your challenge group community or being a coach could help get rid of whatever their pain points are, okay? And then when you just basically do that, you bridge that gap for them, just like I said. You say, hey, you just said XYZ, list their pain. I don't know if this would be a good fit for you or not. It's okay for you to say that, you guys. I've been saying that with everybody. I say, I don't know if this would be a good fit for you or not, but I really think that this could be a great opportunity because XYZ. How could this relieve those pain points that you just set out, right? And then ask, is there something you might be interested in, right? Just throw the ball in their court. And if they're interested, boom, that's the opportunity for you to then set up a call, okay? And if they're not interested, then that's fine. You know, whatever, you did your part. You can check in with them and follow up with that person later, okay? But that's what the invite is inviting them to get on a call with you, okay? Now, like I said, I know that a bunch of you are freaking out. And I'll be honest, like, I've heard, you know, getting people on the phone is not new news, right? Like, in fact, back, like, what, in the 70s, 80s, when network marketing was first starting, people were meeting in person, talking on the phone. They didn't have the internet. So this is all, like, texting and messaging and emailing is all our generation, right? So I know that this is going to be out of your comfort zone, you guys. I didn't want to do it this way either, right? Like, you guys know me. I love email. I am an email girl. I have all my templates and my drafts. I'm an email person. So this has been out of my comfort zone because I don't like to talk to people necessarily all the time on the phone, okay? But you got to trust me here, and you got to trust Romy, who's the one that wrote this book, Get Over Your Damn Self, and this whole system is based off of this, getting people on the phone. You've got to trust that this works. It's going to save you so much time, and it's going to move people through the process a lot faster. Okay. So if you're just having this constant freaking back and forth messaging and not getting to a decision or whatever, you're just constantly following up with people and whatever, like, you guys, it's so frustrating, and it just makes you want to pull your hair out, right? So this eliminates that. I know it's going to be scary at first. It's still scary for me. Like, I had a call today at 4:30, and I still was a little bit nervous beforehand. Like, talking to people on the phone that I have never met in person before is weird. But whatever, you just got to get over your damn self and get out of your comfort zone and think about your why. Is growing this business more important than your fear to talk to somebody new on the phone? Like, please answer. Type in the chat box. Like, are your goals bigger than that? I hope so. So you just got to move through it. You just got to do it. That's the only way you're going to get over it. Okay. So I have a pretty specific laid out 3-way call outline that I can actually share with you guys in the team page after this. But here's a kind of a really brief, simple overview. Okay. So try to keep these calls 20 to 30 minutes. I've actually been trying to shoot for around 15 to 20. And it hasn't been too hard. It's easier, I think, to like kind of go through all that when you're just talking on the phone. But if you can keep it to 20 to 30 minutes, that's good. But basically with the 3-way call, you're going to start off, you know, whoever the coach is that brought in the prospect, they're going to kind of introduce and be like, hey, Alexa, this is my friend Jennifer. You know, we went to high school together, and, you know, she just commented on my post about how I've been getting results with 21 Day Fix, and she just thinks that this might be a good fit for her. And she also was telling me how much she hates her job and might be looking for a way to kind of earn some income. So, you know, that's a little bit about her. Just want to introduce you. Like, that's all you have to do is introduce. You got to find out first, you know, those pain points though. Okay. You've got to tell your upline coach, like, what the pain points are, so that when they have the conversation, we can address that. But literally your one job is to introduce your prospect, and then your upline coach is going to take control of the conversation from there on. Now, if you are doing these calls yourself, like if you feel pretty confident with being able to talk to people on the phone and, you know, getting them through this process yourself, you can follow the same thing. You know what I mean? It's the same thing if you're just talking to the prospect one-on-one, okay? Start off by sharing your story. That's what I always do, really briefly. I kind of tell about how I got started with this and how I got into it. I think that really helps to show, you know, that this is real, and it's not just something that we're signing people up to do. You know what I mean? Like, this is my real, true life and my story. And then I find out their why. You know what I mean? I ask them, so what about this has got you interested? That's my question. And they tell me, you know, this helps me figure out their why and their reason why they might want to do this. And you really need to figure that out. Again, just like their pain points, because that's then how you can then cater the rest of the conversation. And then I ask them for questions, right? So I do my best to, after they've shared their why, you know, I kind of tell a little bit about what coaching is, and a little bit about Beachbody, how, you know, we started off with, you know, P90X and Insanity, but since then we have completely expanded. We have programs for whatever fitness level you're at or whatever fitness goal you have. And, you know, Beachbody kind of provides that health and fitness tool that you can then offer to people. And then as coaches, we provide that support and accountability piece of the puzzle, right? That's kind of in a nutshell what I say. Then I ask them for questions, and this kind of helps me see what their objections are. You know what I mean? And in the book, she even shows you how to then overcome each of these objections, you guys. Okay. So if people are struggling with, you know, oh, how much money is it? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, go through the book, read it. She gives you like every single objection, a great question that you can then ask to kind of turn it around. So that has been really helpful for me in having these conversations, was having these counter questions when people start to give me objections. I'm trying to open up the book and see if I can give you an example, because I didn't put that in here.
I have something to add too.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to add, because like in the chat box, people are talking about this a little bit. And I know everyone's situation is a little bit different, but like, I know it might be scary and seem like a big commitment to get on the phone with people, but honestly, I don't know about you. I spend so much time in my inbox just going back and forth with people bullshitting about nothing. And it's not that I don't want to build a relationship with people. I do want to get to know people, but like, we can't be spending all of our time just going back and forth in the inbox, and not accomplishing anything. So if you're someone who feels like you're having plenty of conversations, but at the end of the day, you're having trouble closing people, you're not reaching your goals, I want you to realize that this is going to save you so much time, because it's going to eliminate so many of those people that are going to just be there to pick your brain, that aren't really ready to invest in themselves. They're not going to get on a call with you unless they're serious about this. So you've already eliminated 50% of the people. So just make it your goal to connect with people, to get to know them, to find their pain points, and then to take it to the next step, which is to really plant the seed by having a conversation. And even if the person doesn't sign up right away, which I guarantee you're going to get a lot higher of a success rate with this than some other things that you've probably been doing, you're going to plant that seed with them, which will eventually sprout. If it's not now, it's later. We all know that no doesn't mean no, it means not right now. And she even talks about that in the book. So sorry, Alexa, I just totally vomited all over the place, but
No, that's great. It's so true. I just think just stop beating around the bush, it really is going to help you move through this process so much quicker. And really, just like Lauren said, take that time. If you feel like you don't have time to be on the phone, subtract some inbox time and you put it towards call time. Okay. I'm telling you, you have time. Like I said, this is going to completely shorten up the process. So it's going to save you time more than anything. Okay. So I know it's scary, but just trust us with this. Okay. So say you get on the phone with somebody and they're like, yep, all right, we're ready to do this. Let's get started. You sent them the enrollment. Now what do you do? So are they a challenger first and foremost? Are they a challenger or a coach? Well, if they're a challenger, you know what I do, you guys? I treat them pretty much just like a coach. I send them a welcome email. And in the welcome email, what I personally do, and this is because I'm full-time, I maybe have a little bit more time on my schedule, but I set up GSR calls with my challengers. I get them on Zoom and we talk about their goals. I'll screen share and I'll show Beachbody on demand. But I know a lot of you guys are still have full-time jobs, which is totally understandable. That was me when I started. So what you could do is just record a video of yourself. You could get on Zoom by yourself, and you can even record, you can share your screen, you can go through Beachbody on demand and record the whole thing, do a whole screen flow, show them where Fixate is, show them where the materials are, where they download the eating plan, just record a video and then upload that shit to YouTube. Boom, good to go. You can attach that to your welcome email. And now all of your new challengers, when they get set up, you send them that welcome email and they're going to feel totally set and ready to go. Another thing that I do is, now that I have an ongoing Facebook community for my challengers that I run, I introduce my new challengers just like I do to a new coach to the team, you guys. So I create just another simple little picture and I introduce them and say what they're getting started with and all that. Okay. So it's a really simple process, just like you would with the coach. So say you sign up a new coach, same thing, send them the welcome email. I have templates I can share with you guys, but in my welcome email, it's really simple. It tells them to watch the video that Beachbody sends them, because they're going to get an email from Beachbody that has a welcome video, and it also has the business quick start in there. So what I say in the welcome video is basically watch the video from Beachbody, finish your business quick start, and get over your damn self. And that's basically the first steps. And once they do that, then they email me back with their business quick start. And then I set up a GSR call with them. And again, I have an outline for this. I can share all of this stuff with you guys. But then on the GSR call, same thing. We just kind of talk about their goals. We go over, the simple things that they're going to do to get started, which is everything that we just talked about on this call, right? Starting new conversations with people, listening for their pain points, you know what I mean? And offering up the 3-way call, okay? And really the focus for my new coaches is for them to read and implement Get Over Your Damn Self, because everything that I'm talking about is laid out in this book. So I tell them, as you're reading, do the action items. And now that we have this new study guide that we've done, it pretty much mirrors the action items that are in the book. Plus I've added some bonus action items just to give you guys some fun homework. But I think it's all helpful. It's all helpful stuff that's going to help you really just have the basics down so that you know what to do to rock your business. Okay. So that's my focus. As I say, okay, your goal from here on out, read this book, implement what you're learning, and let's start setting up 3 to 5 3-way calls a week. Okay. That is the goal for all of you guys, whether it's a new coach or whether you're just getting started. Don't overcomplicate. This is my goal, you guys. I'm not even going for anything crazier than this. My goal is 3 to 5 calls a week. Okay, so start setting up 3 to 5, either 3-way calls with your upline per week, or 3 to 5 calls on your own with your own prospects until you start having coaches that need 3-way calls, right? So until you start to have some coaches of your own who then have people that they want to set up 3-way calls with, you can do it on your own or you can do it with your upline. But just keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate this, okay? I'm not going above and beyond 3 to 5 calls a week. Like, I'm proud of myself. I think I've had 5 this week, and I'm not going to push myself to do any more this week. I mean, obviously tomorrow's Friday, so, and it's Cinco de Mayo, so I'm going to be leaving town, going to visit Lauren, which I'm really excited about. Hashtag tacos, hashtag margaritas. But 3 to 5, that's all that I'm shooting for. That's all you need, you guys. Okay, keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate this. The coaches that are successful, you guys, are consistent as fuck. They don't overcomplicate this, and they just master the basics. They just do this basic stuff over and over. They don't spend too much time dilly-dallying, or, you know what I mean? Like, they just do this stuff, okay? So don't overcomplicate it. It really can be this simple. If you want to start earning a consistent income with your business, you need to get over your damn self. And you need to just get really freaking good at this stuff, okay? Because that's what this is really about. You can have all of these projects and back things, and you can start doing all this other bullshit on the side, but at the end of the day, if you're not earning a steady paycheck, if you're not earning income with this, you guys, what are you doing? You need to get over your damn self and realize that your paycheck is a reflection of how many people you're helping. So if you are not earning income in your business, it means you're not helping anybody. And it means that in your conversations, whatever you're doing when you're quote unquote working your business, I don't know what you're doing. Right? I'm sorry. This is the real talk. Sorry. I get on this level. I'm going to try and be nice. I swear. But I'm telling you, like, you got to do some self-reflection. Like, what have I been doing? If you haven't been earning a steady paycheck, like, what have you been doing? I want you to just take this new system and run with it and see what getting people on the phone is like. Because here's the thing. You can stop pussyfooting around and dilly-dallying and get people to a decision. That's what you got to do. Okay? So now what? This is it. This is the system, you guys. Now what? It's time to take action. Of course, get this book, start implementing it. But more than anything, I want you to reach out to your sponsor and see if they will do this with you, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys, this is a Team Fit Revolution call, so a lot of you guys might be deep in the downline. So reach out to your sponsor and see if they are willing to do these 3-way calls. And if your sponsor isn't working the business or they don't want to do this, reach out to your upline, okay? Because I know for a fact that we are all here. We want more than anything to help you guys thrive. So I just don't make excuses that my sponsor, my coach won't do calls with me. Like, no, that is BS. I'm calling that on you right now because you have plenty of people on this team who are willing to help you. Okay. You can do this. You just gotta get out of your comfort zone. We believe in you. Okay. Wow. Holy crap. I went through this way faster than I thought. I thought this was gonna be like an hour long, but I started talking like way too fast, but I guess this is good. So this is what I got.
No, it's good. It's good. We can have time to talk about it because I think there's some questions in the chat box and stuff. So let's keep talking about this because it's a really good conversation. Freaking amazing, Alexa. Like, I could not agree more with everything Alexa said. And like, I am like super getting outside my comfort zone with these calls, but it's been working really well. Like, I struggle with closing, and I have been closing on these calls both for challengers and for coaches. And it's refreshing. It's reignited my energy. So I really encourage you to try it, even if it sounds like really scary. Any questions, anything that you want clarification on? Someone asked, like, are you doing phone calls or Zoom? Alexa, do you want to answer that? Because we're
Yeah. So I actually started doing Zoom because, like, I'm really comfortable on Zoom, but actually it's 10 times easier just doing it on the phone. So I just actually told one of my coaches, she just signed up for a 3-way call, but I've switched. I'm just doing them on the phone because you can do it. People know how to use the freaking phone and people don't know how to use Zoom. It's a pain in the ass. So honestly, it's just way easier. And then you can do it anywhere. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, you don't have to worry about how you look. You know what I mean? I was like sitting outside, Miley was with me. I was like, whatever. So I do it on the phone. Long story short, sorry.
Yeah, then you can be home, out and about. It just makes the most sense. And like people's phone numbers, and you can text them. It's the easiest.
Are there any other questions that I missed?
If you think of stuff, type in the chat box. But so what we're doing is we're creating a Get Over Your Damn Self accountability group. And this is going to be like our new coach training, but it's not only new coach training, it's just like coach training. So it's for everyone who wants to do something with this, who wants to take action, who wants to stop thinking and wants to start really getting the wheels turning on their business or picking up the pace or wherever you're at. Like this has helped me so much with just getting my momentum back. So we're creating this accountability group. I'm going to post the link to the accountability group in the comments, in the comment or the chat box of this team call. I will also post it in the team page, but for everyone that's on live, you guys are the first ones to hear about it and to get access to it. So go ahead to that group and request access, and Alexa and I will add you. That is where, Alexa, I don't think we should post any of this stuff in the team page. I think we should only post it in the accountability group for the people.
Because I literally have for you guys like everything. Like I have my whole GSR outline. I'll put my new coach emails into a template for you. Okay, like all this stuff is really simple. We'll put that in the group, and I'm not gonna toot. Well, I am gonna toot my freaking horn. This guide that we have is.
I'm gonna share the screen and show.
Oh, you are? Okay, cool. Well, because it's pretty.
You can keep talking. Keep telling them about it, and I'll give the video.
Pretty amazing. I took a lot of the action items that she has in the book, but then I kind of added more things onto it. So just the most important things that I think you guys really need to learn and focus on when you get started, okay? So it's going to give you a chance to literally break down everything, like your why, your story. There's a spot, I put right on here for you to even write out your contact list, okay? So this is going to have everything for you. Sarah, I just saw Sarah Chiquiana said, I'm all about the guides. I'm the same way. Maybe it's just like how my brain works. I loved like doing guides like this when I was in college. So I put this together for you guys just to make it really friggin' simple and to just show you like how easy this is, and also to just help you implement and earn while you learn, like she says in the book. Okay, she says earn.
Yeah, I love that.
That's my favorite thing. It's so true. Like so many coaches, I feel like just spend way too much time like reading and watching calls and like not doing. Like you guys, hopefully this guide will help you just start to take action and start doing, because it will make a huge difference. But I have everything kind of laid out because, we want to see you guys all thrive. And I really believe, like I said at the beginning, like, I just really think that if all of us were to hop on board with this, like it's a huge team, like we have the potential to make some serious, crazy, amazing growth happen in all of our businesses. You know what I mean? If we all come together as a team. And that's something I love about this business model. You know what I mean? Like you all have that team. Well, most people have like a team leg where you've got that volume growing with coaches that you don't even know who they are, right? Do any of you guys have coaches underneath you in your downline? You don't know who they are. They're like names that you didn't sign up. Any of you guys have that happen? That means that coaches, like the team is growing underneath you, you guys. That's all going to benefit you volume wise. And for those who don't know what this means, like that's okay. You'll learn eventually, but it means that when your volume grows, that's how your income grows. So if we all as a team get on board with this, you guys, like that's going to help everybody. Okay. So just trust us. I know I don't like getting on the phone either. I don't like to do it, but I'm telling you, I've signed up 2 coaches in the last 2 days. Lauren has sent out 2, 3 different enrollments in the last few days.
Yeah. 3.
Like 3 enrollments out in the last, like, come on, you guys. Holy crap. So just move yourself aside. And if you want this business to work like you say you want it to work, then you'll get on the phone. Like, point that there. Take that. That's all you got. Okay?
Yeah. And honestly, I have to call, and please don't like take this the wrong way, but I have to call you out because a lot of you have already read the book and you haven't done the things in there, and you're not being coachable if you're reading the book and just soaking it all up and doing nothing with it. You're doing yourself a disservice, and you're doing all of the people that you can serve a disservice. And it's okay, because I'm so guilty of that with so many other personal development books, right? But with this one, I've really been challenging myself. I'm not even done with the book because I'm being coachable and I'm doing everything as she goes. So I think I'm on like chapter 9 or 10, because if I don't finish the homework, I'm not going on. And she says that in chapter 1, be coachable. And we really got to stop like trying to find the shortcuts or the easy way and just get better at these basic things. These are all, network marketing is a series of skills that anyone can master. It's just a lot of people don't have the self-discipline to actually sit down and master it. So at the end of the day, it's really up to you. You've got all the tools. You've got these books. You've got leaders that have showed you what's possible. You've got Alexa, who gives you every resource under the sun. And all the determining factor is you. And you can do this. There is nothing special about us besides the fact that we just did it. We stopped thinking about it. We stopped making excuses. We stopped, wondering and thinking what if, and said, why not us? Why not? And here we are. Okay. So just do it. Yeah. Just like Nike says, practice the 5-second rule. Listen to the 5-second rule if you struggle with taking action. I struggle with taking action. I'm a procrastinator, a perpetual procrastinator. Even a perpetual procrastinator can be successful at this. That is a habit that you can break. Procrastination is not you. It is simply a habit.
Mm-hmm. And just like Warren said, you guys, like, I really think it just all comes down to, like, this is going to save you so much time, okay? Like if you have just been doing this whole back and forth messaging thing and not getting anywhere, like, you've got to realize that this is so, I saw a bunch of people said, like, this is so doable. It is. Like, I've given my coaches this goal of offering to people, basically like inviting at least 10 people a week to get on calls, because I don't know for sure, I can't guarantee this, but I can almost guarantee that if you are reaching out to at least 10 people and saying, do you want to get on a call after you've gone through, the other process? But if you offer it up and get to that point with 10 people, I can almost guarantee you're going to find at least 3 to 5 that are going to want to get on a call with you, right? 10 people a week. Like, break that down. That's 2 people like every day if you were to work just Monday through Friday. Like, it's so doable, you guys. So, like, you just got to do it. Like, that's literally all that this is. It's just get out of your own way, sit down for a couple hours every day and just sit down and do it. It's so simple. Like, every single one of you can do this. I don't care how old, how young, like where you live, your demographic, I don't care. You just got to get out there and do it.
Yep. Any other questions, guys? Type in the chat box. Don't get off yet because we're going to do a giveaway as well. But I just posted the group again so that you guys can join it, because that's where we're going to be posting all the resources. We're going to share the group in the team page and all that, and all your coaches can join. Anyone on the team can join. But let's keep the resources in that group for the people that are going to hold themselves accountable. And like, you need to download that guide and do the guide and share the guide and share what you're doing with the guide, I guess, in that group. All of us, myself included. Can I tell you something really cool? That also from Get Over Your Damn Self, but not necessarily something we talked about today. She has you make your chicken list. I rename the chicken list. She does a lot of things that you're going to recognize, like that we do, but she does it a little differently. And I love her spin on things. So I call my chicken list my dream team list. And I've had a dream team list at other points in my business, but I haven't updated my dream team list in a real long time. So I got to, I don't know, maybe chapter 3 of that book, and I made my dream team list. And although I haven't reached out to everyone on my dream team list yet, 2 people since I wrote their name in writing have reached out to me. The universe listens when you put things into action and into motion, and you tell the universe what you're going to do. You can't just think about it, though. You can manifest it, you can affirm, but you got to take action and actually put these things into writing. You got to make your vision boards and dream boards that you look at every single day. Okay? Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Jessica was on her chicken list. Yeah, and I'm hopefully going to be signing those people up for my dream team list. So it's really, really, really amazing what can happen when you practice this stuff. Anything else? Anyone have anything they want to share from Get Over Your Damn Self? It sounds like some other people have been implementing this stuff already, which is freaking awesome. Let's master it. Let's master it and let's duplicate it, because I think the key to this system, the key to eliminating all that fluff and overcomplication, is anyone can do this. Anyone can do this, no matter who their sponsor is.
And just to give you guys like 2 of my coaches that are on, Jamie and Christine. Jamie signed up her first coach by getting on a 3-way call. Christine, we're actually chatting with one of her challengers that we had a 3-way call with, and we're going to talk with her about coaching. So like, this is working, you guys. Like, it really does. You just got to start setting up the calls with your upline, or, like I said, if honestly, this is the thing. Like, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, okay, let me go do this on my own. Like, until you're consistently hitting Success Club, I think you need to be using your upline to like be setting up these 3-way calls. Okay. I mean, unless there's like some specific circumstance or whatever, but like do your best to like lean on at least for one, maybe just do 1 3-way call. Okay. Just get on 1 3-way call with your upline, if anything, just so you can see and hear, you know what I mean? Because then you can then go through and just like Lauren said, this is about duplication. The whole goal is then for you to teach your coaches and get on 3-way calls with them. And then they get on 3-way calls with them. And you know what I mean? Like this is how the duplication starts to happen. Okay. So like this is a real simple system. We just got to start to put it into motion. And it takes all of us. It's going to take all of us to put it into motion. Okay. Like Lauren can't just do it. I can't just do it. We've tried that. I've tried doing it that way, you guys, and it doesn't work. Okay. I can't do shit on my own. We've got to do it together, and we've got to be on the same page.
We decided, why is me making fancy trainings? If we're making fancy trainings and fancy new coach trainings, then that's setting the example and showing that to be successful, you guys need to create fancy trainings. And to be honest, none of us who are successful have fancy trainings. So you don't need any of the fancy trainings. You just need to do the work. So we're going to provide you training, but we're going to simplify the training immensely and really focus on action. And I'm putting this out there to all of you who are on this call or watching the recording. If your direct sponsor is not actively working the business or is not, whatever your circumstances, because I know there's some gaps in the downline, people who are, active and people that are not active, which is totally fine. But if that scenario is you and you feel like you don't have support, do the workbook. This is my requirement. I will get on a 3-way call with you and your sponsor, even if I am nowhere near your direct sponsor. I will get on a call with you in your 3 ways, but you have got to be doing the guide that Alexa implemented as well. Okay. So you can't just sign people up. You have to be filling out the guide and sending it to me. So please reach out. I'm here for you. Alexa's here for you. This accountability group is going to be here for you. There's going to be lots of diamonds and leaders in the accountability group to offer support. So, you can screenshot conversations. You can, if you need help with this stuff and finding your flow with this system, ask. Because once you find your flow, you're just going to get better and better at it. And there's going to be nothing that can stop you.
Yeah. Use the group. For example, like one of my coaches just posted a team page. She's like, hey, I've been talking to this girl in the support group and I'm not quite sure I think she would be great, but I'm not quite sure how to bridge the gap. And I said, okay, perfect. This is how I would lay it out. So if you have those like, oh, I think she would be great, I don't know how to say it, like use the group. That's what it's going to be there for. Because that's what you guys, this is all just a skill. The only reason why I can spout these messages off is because I've been doing this shit for 3 years. Right? Like that's the only reason why. I've just been practicing and doing it every day for the last 3 years. So don't beat yourself up if you're like, oh, I can't put messages together like that. Like, no, use the group, learn. It's a skill. It's only, if you saw the messages that I first sent, like Lauren's seen them. Holy
oh my gosh, if you saw the messages I sent to Alexa, you would crack up. Like, let's just go back there, okay? Oh my gosh, and Sarah just typed in the chat box, imagine what we can accomplish by Summit if we all put it in that work. And it gave me, I opened my mouth, I was like, and I gave me the chills just even thinking about that. If we all started doing this, the ripple effect of how many people we can impact and really help make a decision, because hesitation is the kiss of death, and so many of us hesitate. I mean, you took the leap of faith and signed up to be a coach, and that is a leap that a lot of people hesitate on and never get past, right? So we've got to help people stop hesitating. And I love what Romy says, because, or Romy, however you say her name, your job is not to get a yes. Your job is not to get a no. Your job is to simply help people make a decision and decide if this is right for them. You're a friend helping someone decide if this could be a good fit. So if it's not, wish them well, send them on their way, and make sure they know that your door is always open, because I guarantee as they see you continue on your journey, as they see you make progress, as they see your life change, guess what? They're going to come knocking again. They will. But this isn't for everyone. And while I do believe everyone needs coaching, this, at the end of the day, not everyone's meant to be an entrepreneur, right? So our job is just to help people decide if this is for them. And if coaching's not for them, they definitely, everyone needs health and happiness. We have a product that can help everybody on their journey. So I'm just so passionate about this. I think this is a huge new leaf for our team, and I can't wait. So
I just got one more question and I want to address it. So Latoya said, can you guys speak to those of us who are having an imperfect fitness journey and might be hesitating to reach out because we haven't hit our goals? So something that I learned, and I don't remember what book that I got this from. I think it was actually Miracle Morning for Network Marketers, but he says that no matter what your situation is, whatever disadvantage that you think you're at, nobody has any advantage or disadvantage against anybody. Any part of your story, your situation, you can turn that into an advantage, right? So if you have been on an imperfect journey, you're not at your goal, use that to your advantage and find other people that are on their journey and that haven't reached their goal. Be open about it and be like, hey, guys, I have been imperfect and I haven't been doing the things that I need to do, but you know what? It stops now. I'm going to work on this. But the thing is, I need some freaking accountability. I need some new partners who want to run with me, because here's the thing. I'm tired of feeling XYZ. Get out there, be vulnerable, and share how you truly feel right now. Like, and I'm not talking like, oh, I want to get ready for summer. Like, how do you truly feel about being on this imperfect journey? Start to share and be open about that. And then you're going to find other people that are ready to go with you. So you just got to own wherever you're at, right? Like, I have to give a shout out. I just saw a post from Jessica Limper and her fiance, right? They were both on Biggest Loser, and they're going to be on the new show talking about the Biggest Loser contestants who gain the weight back, right? Like, how freaking hard is that? But at the same time, they're freaking owning their journey and where they're at and just moving forward from it, right? Like, that's what it's about. So don't take anything wherever you're at, your disadvantage. Like, I have 5 kids at home, or I haven't reached my goal, or I have no time, like whatever your disadvantage is, use that. Use it to your advantage, because I'm sorry, you are special, but you're not special in the fact that there are other people out there just like you, and they need to hear that they're not alone. So you got to just use that to your advantage and put that out there. I hope that I answered your question, Latoya.
And I just gonna have to add to it. Like, I just have to add, like, you know, and I probably need to be more public about it too, but I have backtracked so much on this journey. Is that stopping me from saying, oh, I can continue to move forward? Like, life is going to happen. You're going to have different chapters. You're going to have different stages. You got to release all guilt and shame, because backtracking is, or whatever you want to call it, like, this is just a reality of life. There's always going to be seasons of life, and you're going to be a different person. You're going to have a different body in every season of life. And I don't think it changes my credibility. I have never even thought about my credibility until Janine mentioned that. But because I gained 20 pounds, am I not credible? No, I still have all the tools and resources. I still know what I need to do, but I was off living life or doing whatever you were doing, like whatever that chapter is for you. So I definitely need to own up to it a little bit more publicly on social media. I'm not ashamed of it at all, but I've gained, 20 pounds. I broke up with the scale, so I have no idea how much weight I've gained. But, like, you know, a lot of my clothes don't fit, and I have had to overcome a lot of negative self-talk, and it's definitely something I need to own more publicly. But I think you are limiting yourself with the mindset that because you haven't made forward progress for some reason, that means you're going to help people. I don't think that the two are necessarily related. I think as you help more people, that's going to be the accountability you need to keep moving on your journey. And since I have kind of gotten back on my game and been helping more people, it has in turn been helping me, because I feel more accountable now that I have people I'm leading. Does that make sense? I don't know. But I hit Success Club. I have been recruiting people, and I have not been making forward progress on my journey. I mean, like, I'm working on it, but like physically to show results or whatever that means, I don't necessarily have any results to share right now. That's okay. So I hope I do someday soon. Or I'm going to someday soon. Okay, let's stop the recording there, because we've kind of gone a little bit longer.